What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a little bit of a different video today. It's a tutorial video, but this one isn't going to be about Questrade. It's actually about a little app or website called Passiv. If you guys are familiar with an American brokerage called M1 Finance, their app lets you do automatic rebalancing. So you would set some targets for your portfolio and you would say, you know, I always want this particular stock to be this % of my portfolio. You do that for the whole thing. And when things get a little bit out of whack after some things grow and shrink, you could, go in and rebalance. So that's what Passiv is. Passiv is a third-party site that actually can be compatible with a bunch of other brokerages as well, not just Questrade. I came across this from an email from Questrade that told me that if I was a Questrade member, I actually can get the elite membership of Passiv for free. So I signed up for it. I've been using it for about a month. I still haven't set up all my portfolios, but I'm gonna walk through one that I've kind of set up today for you, and I'll show you how it works. Also, there is a referral link for Passiv in the description. If you guys like what you see, use it even if you go for the free account. I don't know if it still applies if you guys upgrade to Elite later. But yeah, anyway, let's just go to it.
Step by step, ooh baby.
So I'm just gonna jump right into the screen here. I've navigated just to the page here just to show you the differences between the free version and the elite memberships that you guys know. And you can see it's got most of the same options that you can get with the elite are available on the free, which is good. So your automatic calculations, your stock picks, keeping them stock picks separate, connecting multiple brokerages, all these things you can do with the free membership. The multiple account portfolio, so you can actually have goals to look at multiple portfolios, but have goals that are a combination of multiple portfolios, so you can still do that. All you miss out on is the one-click trades, which means that the free version will give you what you need to buy and sell to reach your optimal balance, your target balance, but you can't do it with one click through Passiv. And the advanced currency handling is also kind of handy if you have a Questrade account, because you got Canadian dollars and US dollars, so you can keep those types of things and have specific settings for your different currencies there. So if you wanted to log in, you just click this login button or sign up. There's a button to the right. You will give Passiv your information, connect your Questrade account or whichever brokerage account, and then you'll have a kind of a dashboard like this. Your portfolios are on the left. So what I like about Passiv is it lets you rename some of these accounts. So I've called it here mortgage payoff. You could change it by clicking the edit button. I'll do the overview in a bit, but first let's just look at the individual margin tab. This just tells you which account we're talking about, has your cash amounts there. So you can see I got some cash to invest. And then on the right in the green box, it is the total value. So that's my cash and the market value of what is already invested in this account. Below that, you can see I've got 3 holdings here. Got VSP.TO, XQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100, and the EBIT, which is that Bitcoin ETF that I've done a video on already. If we go to the group settings, this is kind of important. Probably the biggest one is the first switch, and I have that off right now, and that's allow selling to rebalance. Now, I do this because Questrade does charge a fee to offload some ETFs, not when you purchase, but when you offload. It's still a few bucks, but it's there. And what this will let me do is I will only be rebalancing with new cash this way, only when I buy. So that's why I have this set the way it is. Scrolling down, there is a switch there offsuit, so it'll let me prevent trades in non-tradable accounts. So I don't have any non-tradable accounts, so that's just off anyway. It will notify me for new and detected assets. So if new cash comes in, I get an email from Passiv saying, hey, you got some cash to invest. And then this switch for keeping currencies separate, again, is like I said, is handy to have your US and Canadian dollars separated. And if you go down to the cash management tab, you can add certain cash rules, like if you want to hold a certain amount in your portfolio as cash only at all times, this is the section to do that. Now I'm not going to do that, but I just want to show you guys where that is. So back to the overview tab here. The accuracy now is at 51%, so we're going to fix that today. Now I'm going to talk about this blue section in a bit, but let's go down to the target portfolio. This shows you what settings I currently have in this portfolio. So the green bars are how much I have in the portfolio, and the blue ticks are where they should be. And you can see that on the right here for where it says target and actual. So you can see we're kind of out of whack. Like for VSP, my target is way out here. It's supposed to be where this blue tick is, but the green is only halfway there. And that's because we have more cash than we need to. Now, if you wanted to add another holding here, you just click that plus button. You can search for whatever. So I'm just going to search for like VOO, and searching for any stock or ETF should come up here, and you can add it and then specify a percentage over on the right hand side. And then you'll have to balance the other three, which you'll see in a second here. You also have these switches on the right. If you want to exclude any certain holding from the calculation, you can flip those on. We're not going to do any of that today, but I will show you how I'm going to rebalance this. So today I wanted to slightly adjust some of the holdings outside of VSP, and I wanted to increase by 1% my holdings of the NASDAQ 100 because it's doing well. And then I also want to increase a little bit of my EBIT. So there you go, and I have to balance that back out with 90% on VSP, and you can see all the markers move. So boom, there you go. So now this blue section is telling you what you have to do to achieve your balance again. So it's saying you've got to buy 33 units of EBIT, okay, 251 units of VSP.to, again, that's the S&P 500, and then 13 units of XQQ. And I say, okay, preview the orders, and here it's going to tell me, all right, you're going to get charged $1.04 in fees, which I said, okay, like these aren't commissions for Questrade, but they're those, it says actually just below here, they're those SEC fees and small little kind of fees that aren't necessarily brokerage fees. And then I'll have $58 in remaining cash and no foreign exchange fees. And I say, okay, there is an explanation here, but these are essentially the rules that it's using, or the switches we've already turned on that other tab. So I'll go up to the confirm button, just have to click that. And then if I go over to my phone, you can see that the notifications for Questrade have already poured in, and all the changes have been made to my Questrade margin account already. And I didn't have to do any sort of calculations myself. It's all just done for me. So yeah, you can see now in the target portfolio, all the green bars and blue ticks make sense. So that's it. I'm kind of good to go. My accuracy is back up to 100%. And you can see too, I don't have that much, I don't have cash ready to invest. So we are good to go here. And you can do this, and I will go back through my other portfolios and make some of these changes, but I'm going through this slowly one at a time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and log out. So there you go, guys. It's as easy as that. Note that all these trades, again, are made because they're all ETFs. I didn't have to pay a ton in fees there, just $1 for some very minor fees. Just a reminder that I use this for ETFs because I can avoid fees through Questrade that way. And then remember, if you do rebalance and you don't have any cash and you go to sell ETFs, there is still a fee that Questrade charges for selling ETFs. It's I believe, in that $4 to $10 range, or $5 to $10 range when you sell. So for now, I'm only buying things up to maintain my balance, and I will be putting a little bit more cash in here, so that's why I did things the way that I did. One last note though too is that Passiv will only do market orders. They won't do limit orders or any other kind of fancy orders. So that's another reason why I would just say, when you use this, I use it for like dollar cost averaging. Go in there once a month and rebalance your portfolios, or whenever Passiv tells you to do so. So there is that limited functionality there of just doing market orders, but you know what, I'm good with that. And I still find it very useful to kind of track your portfolio's progress, and then also to let you know if you're getting a little bit, too heavy in one stock or one ETF. So that's it, guys. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions or you want to see any specific functions of Passiv explained. I am still getting familiar with the website, but so far it's been quite intuitive, and they have a lot of good tutorials themselves. Again, just a reminder, if you guys are interested, please use the referral link below to help out the channel. That would be great. But that's all I got. Until next time, guys, have a great week. Spread the wealth. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.